Hi, this is Mary Fulton with Mary Fulton Fit, and I am going live on 2 platforms right now. So we've got Facebook and Instagram over here, and it is Monday Motivation. And because of February being, about love and about our heart, I thought it would be really fun to talk about relationships and about the 5 languages of love. So hopefully you guys will join me live right now. Hopefully there's some friends out there. Join me. If you're here, give me a heart. What's up? I see some friends out there. Hi, Kyla. Hello. And any friends out here, give me something in the chat box. I've been struggling with the Facebook chat box. Where is it? Where is it? I want to see it. So, okay, good. There's 5 of you guys on here. Let's get started. So raise your hand or give me a heart if you've heard of the 5 languages of love. Who's heard of that before? Throw it up in the chat box. Yes. And if you know the 5 languages of love, put yours in the chat box right now. If you don't know it, then no worries. Put, I don't know mine. So this little chat will be just a few minutes. I'm going to give you guys a few little tips. Well, let's talk about love and relationships. And this is all relationships. We're not talking about just, romantic relationships, but this could be your relationship with your parents. It could be relationships with friends, with your children, with your neighbors, with whatever, however that works for you. But, love is how we thrive and how we keep strong and alive, right? I mean, it's like what fills all of our love tanks, but we all are a little bit different in how we express our love. So maintaining emotional love and connection in a relationship can be hard. Give me a thumbs up if it can be hard sometimes to maintain those relationships, right? And a lot of times in our relationships, we can have moments where we feel so confused because we are doing everything we can to love this person the way we think that we should love them, and they don't feel loved back. Has that ever happened to any of you guys out there? Give me a thumbs up. And I'm saying this doesn't have to be romantic. It could be any relationship. Maybe your parent feels that way, that you don't care for them, or a child, or a friend, or a sister, or anybody for that matter. So give me a thumbs up if you can relate to that one. Over here on Facebook, I'm not seeing any thumbs up. Where are your thumbs up and your names? There we go. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for joining me. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Hello. Okay, cool. All right. So let's move on then. All right. So I wanted to tell you, number one, that I didn't create this. It actually comes from a book by Gary Chapman. It's called The 5 Love Languages. I read it when I was a teenager, and it really helped me understand my mother, helped me understand myself, and helped me understand my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time. But so this is how it breaks down. We all have a love tank, how we feel loved. Imagine it like a little tank of gas, right? And every time it gets filled up, it's overflowing and the car is moving, and everything feels possible when we feel loved, doesn't it? Right? But when that tank feels depleted and you don't feel loved by certain people in your life or certain relationships, you start to run out of gas, right? That tank starts to get emptier and emptier until your little car can't make it anymore to the gas station. And now it feels hopeless, like this relationship is just too much work, or it's not going to work, or I'm never getting out of this one, right? There's all these different ways that we can see these things. Hi, Mina. Oh, thank you. Arlene did my hair tonight, darlings. So thank you for showing me can you tell what my love language is? Let's talk about them. So there are 5. Ready? We're going to start out. First language of love, I'm just going to throw this one out, is affection. Okay? If you feel loved the most by your partner or your sibling or family, giving you a hug, holding your hand, giving you a massage, all those things that make you feel just like that affection, right? Like sitting close to you. This is the love language of affection, okay? And so physical touch, you could call it as well. All right, so it kind of reigns in all of that area. Intimacy as well, okay? This is like your big number 1 for you. If somebody doesn't give you that hug or hold your hand or give you that intimacy that you need or whatever it is, you feel depleted and you don't feel loved, okay? Right? That's affections, number 1. If you're an affection person, you can hang on. We got 5 more okay? And most of them, we like all of these love languages, okay? It's not like you don't like them. They're all amazing, but there's going to be one that's going to pull your heart a little bit more. And if you stay to the end, I'll give you the website so you can take the test and find out what yours is today, okay? So stay to the end. Here we go. Next one is going to be affirmation. Affirmation means that you feel loved when somebody tells you, man, I'm proud of you. Good job. Hey, I saw that you cleaned the house today. Hey, I saw that you did this, and man, you're rocking it. You're killing it out there. You know, that person that's like, you look beautiful, darling. You know that person, right? You have a friend like that. You have someone in your life that's always like pumping you up and telling you all those things. Some of you don't like that. You're like, don't tell me, please. And then some of us are like, what did you say? What did you say, darling? Well, you guessed mine. Mine is affirmation for sure. And so if you really feel loved by affirmation, that is going to be your love language. We're going to move on. We got more. We've got the next one is going to be quality time. What's quality time? Quality time is when that person puts their phone down, just focuses on you. Doesn't multitask. Oh yeah, honey. Oh yeah, it's an awesome story. I just got to type up a quick email, get it done, shoot it out. Yeah, what did you say? That is not going to make that person feel loved. They are going to feel really depleted and very frustrated. Maybe that's you. You need that quality time. And it's not that this person needs you to sit with them for hours. Sometimes it's just a quick little 15-minute thing. Quality time, you one-on-one, and that you get to focus, like that person's focusing on just you, okay? So that's quality time. The next one, so we did affection, affirmation, quality time, gifts. Maybe you love getting gifts, like presents, right? Like, or little notes. You like to get the little note. You like to get the little text. You like to get the big giant car with the bow. You know, gifts is super number one. If people forget your gifts for your birthday, you're devastated, right? Now, can you like all of these? Yes, you can. But this is like your number one, all right? That you feel super loved with gifts, okay? It doesn't have to be high pricey gifts, but just that thought that someone's thinking about you. And then acts of service is the next one. This is the last one. Acts of service. You know, somebody just knowing like, hey, you know what, Mary? I know that you need some help with this laundry. Boom, done. I got it for you, Mom. I took care of it. You know, just, hey, you need some help with those groceries? That acts of service, just getting it done. Somebody going that extra mile for you when you just need a little bit of that. It makes you feel so loved and special. Okay, so those were the 5. I'm going to name them again, okay? And then I want you to tell me which one you think you are and put it in the chat box. I will give you the link at the end of this so that you can go find out what you really are, okay? And it's really cool, the website, because it puts you in different sets so you can have your kids do it and different people in your family, and it's going to help you. So, again, affection, affirmation, quality time, gifts, and acts of service. Those are the 5. Okay, so throw them in the chat box. Go, quick. Just make it fast. Tell me what you think yours is. Okay, and you might have like, oh, Mary, I really like gifts and I like affection. Put those both down because you might have 2 of them, but there's always going to be one dominant one. I don't see anybody putting anything in the chat box. In the chat box, yeah. What's up? That Gentina? What's up? Hola, Maria. Thank you. Affirmation, Maria. That Gentina. Woo-hoo. Over here, acts of service, Annette. Awesome. What else? Gifts of okay, acts of service for gifts and service, Kyla says. I love it. Affirmation, says Gail. Well, Gail, you look gorgeous today, darling. Celia, I'll make sure I set up your bike next time I see you. Acts of service. Okay, cool. So all of you guys are sharing with me all the different things that you have. And so, sorry, I just got unfocused. Somebody came into the room. So let me finish, get myself focused again, okay? So we've got acts of service. You've all shared them. Awesome. Now, usually, whatever you do for others is what your love language is, okay? So if you're constantly serving people and doing things for them, then that's probably your love language. If you're constantly hugging on people, even people who don't want you to hug them, then that's probably your love language. If you're constantly affirming people, boom, that's it, if you're not sure which one it is. But that just kind of gives you that, Hola, primo. Sorry, my cousin just joked out. Besitos, besitos, Adi. My cousin has the gift of affirmation, and he's always loving on me with affirmation, and he makes my heart light up. So these are all of the love languages, but I'm not done yet because I wanted to say, so here, really quick, for example, maybe in your relationship, actually I'll take my husband and I, okay, for example, my hubby Skip, Mr. Fulton, and me. So we're a little bit different. I'm definitely affirmation, okay? I need that, like, you look beautiful, good job, super duper, you're amazing, right? And my husband does not like that, does not like any attention at all, does not want me to ever boast about him. It makes him really uncomfortable, okay? So this one's kind of hard because on the flip side, watch, okay? He doesn't like affirmation. So it's really hard for him to learn how to give me affirmation because it doesn't come natural. And I'm over here waiting for the affirmation. So this can be really difficult. So we really have to work on it. Like, I have to make sure I don't boast about him and embarrass him. And then also I have to, be patient waiting for when he's going to say that. On the flip side of this, my hubby is very much quality time. And I am very focused on so many things at one time that it's really hard for me to sit for 5 minutes with him. So these are like, and I'm just sharing openly, like that makes it hard in our marriage sometimes because, I'm so sorry, there's somebody in the kitchen doing something. That makes it hard in our marriage sometimes because we can feel unloved. I'm over here doing and affirming and doing all these things, but not giving him quality time. He's over here trying to give me quality time, and I just want him to affirm me. Do you see how we're loving each other in the wrong space? Okay, so this totally happens with many relationships. Could happen with your spouse, your friends, your mom, your kids, right? Like you could think that you're loving them, but truly, you're maybe loving them how you think they should be loved or want to be loved, but it's not right. So how do we fix this, right? Well, I think number one, you need to go take the test. So you're going to take that at 5lovelanguages.com. I'm going to say it again, 5lovelanguages.com. And you can take the test. You can take it and give it to anybody you want, friends and family. So if you want to know what your spouse is or what you think you are, or maybe you think you're one thing and you're not, then you can figure that out too. It's supposed to say, but if you both know it, it helps a lot, right? Yes. So Maria, amen. When you both know that you're not loving each other the right way, then you have to come back and readjust, right? So I need to come to his place and he needs to come to mine, because at the end of the day, love is about giving. It's about being selfless. And the hard thing is that sometimes we can just love at each other in a different way and get mad and feel like the other person just doesn't love you. But it's just learning how to love each other, even though you're different, and find the balance to make something beautiful in all of our relationships. And it's not easy, guys. Man, I'm not going to say that this is, easy. I'm just going to tell you what I learned from the book and how I'm working through things. But I want to encourage you that this can help you across the board. You may be loving somebody right now your way, and it's not about us. When we're loving somebody else, we need to figure out how to love them their way. So you just encourage me tonight to make sure I put everything away and I just sit in front of my husband. I just listen to him, because that's all he wants. That's really all he needs from me. It's not very much to ask. He doesn't ask very much of me, just to sit and listen and focus on him. So I'm going to work on that tonight. But I wanted to tell you guys really quick with the 5 love languages to remember all those. And I want to say too that they can change from when you're younger to when you're older. So I have always thought that I am just affection and affirmation, and I took the test right now. And as a mom of 3 who's trying to run a business and homeschool, I fell into the acts of service. So right now, more than anything, affection, everything, my acts of service is at the top. Do you think that it could change sometimes for whatever stage you are in life? I do. Because I think when my husband and I were dating, I didn't have children and all these things to worry about. So hugging and saying you're pretty was perfect. But right now, in the stage of life that I'm at, yes, I need a hug from my husband, but I really need like acts of service, like, here, hold my hand as we're making it through this mountain of craziness. So I want to say that to you because I took the test today, and that was the highest one. It was like 87% acts of service, and only affirmation was the next one up. So I had an aha moment. So maybe that will help you too in your relationships, because maybe I'm going to confess something. I get really frustrated with my kids because the house is sometimes a disaster, and I realize that it's the acts of service. I'm feeling unloved or unappreciated because I want them to help me out here and there, and they're good kids. They help a lot, but I feel depleted. My love tank is depleted, and then I get angry. So these are so many ahas that go across the board, and I hope that these 5 love languages help you really think about, February is all about Valentine's Day and all that, but like, with everything we've all gone through, we're not thinking so much about, I need a Valentine date, right? We're thinking more about being heart healthy and alive and loving the ones that we have close to us. So let's take a step and grow in our mindset. And if you've never taken the test, go take it. And if you've never thought about this, go read the book. It's amazing. It's such a great book. It's called 5 Love Languages, okay, by Gary Chapman. And it's a super great book. I feel it's saved marriages. And, right now during COVID, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are struggling in their marriage. There's a lot of things going on besides just the love languages. So, but maybe taking a moment to breathe and learn about you, and then learn about the ones that you love is going to help bless and help us to love more around us, right? Let me see some questions out there. That's what my husband wants. I always want to chime in, but I just need to listen. I love that, Celia. Thanks for sharing that. Amen on getting others to help at home. Yes, because you have built your confidence, so you don't need others to tell you how awesome you are. Oh, Kale, you're so sweet, Kale. Oh my gosh, I'm still working on that. But if okay, awesome. You guys were so great tonight. I really hope that you enjoyed this. Do you have any questions? I'm not an expert, but I have been married. It'll be 20 years. 20 years coming up here in July of this year. So not an expert, but I'll tell you my quick little love story since you're hanging out. I met my hubby when I was 14 outside of our church. It was my first night to the church. And he had long hair and a goatee, and he was 15, okay? And I don't know how you get a goatee like that at 15, but he didn't look 15. And it was slow motion moment. He was walking in with like other boys, and like his hair was like waving in the air, Seriously, this is how I see it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to meet him. So I went over and I was like, hi, my name's Mary. Hi, my name's Mary. I made my way to introduce myself to him. And we did not start dating right away, but we always liked each other. I was 14, he was 15. He told me he was a sophomore and not a senior, so I was like, oh, safe. And then, to make a long story short, started dating about 17, and we got married at 21 and 22, so we dated for about 4 years. But man, we have a long history of just knowing each other since we were kids. So, so we've been married for 20 years. We've gone through some good times, some really hard times, and have 3 children. And I feel very blessed by God for the family that we have. And so, but guess what? We haven't perfected the love languages yet. So I'm just going to be honest. Still working that one out. So, yay, awesome. You're a hoot, Mary. Oh, good, Mina. I'm glad you liked the story. So that's it. Love stories from Mary Fulton Fit. But, okay, so the challenge tonight is, what do you think? Some of you already put in what you thought your love language was. But if you had an aha moment, put it in the chat box right now. Something that you learned. Mr. Fulton, we need your take on this. Yes, Mina. Still trying to get Mr. Fulton on this. Yes, high school sweethearts for sure. Youth group high school sweethearts. Thank you so much. Kyle, is it Kelsey? How do I say your name? Kelsey Smith, yay. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate your sharing and experience. Sos muy generosa. Oh, te quiero mucho, mucho. Besitos. Y comete un helado de dulce de leche y un alfajorcito y una pizza, por favor. I just told her that she needs to eat some yummy stuff for me in Argentina because I miss my being there. But so go out there, action, call to action. I've talked too much. Go take the test. 5lovelanguages.com. Take the test, and I want you to share it on my page. Like, be like, Mary, I discovered I am this. Boom. Share it with me, okay? Yay. I love it, Gail. See, you're having new discoveries. Love you guys. Lots of hearts. Hi, Janice. Yours is acts of service. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else want to share theirs? Athena, what's yours? What's your love language? Oh, I know. It's such a great book, Annette. I couldn't find it because I know I have it, but I'm like, I need to read it again. I'll do it. Love dulce de leche. Sí, por favor, comete todo dulce de leche. And then the last thing I wanted to tell you, because I keep telling you the last thing. If you guys haven't joined my February challenge, you want to do a cardio challenge, go to maryfultonfit.com and get your tank. We're doing dancing with Share Bear, Polynesian dancing. It's 15 minutes a day to get your heart rate up, okay? And then stay tuned for tomorrow. We have Tasty Treat Tuesday. So I'll see you guys. And one more thing, booty bands are on sale, 20% off. Go get your booty bands and work out with me. I love you guys. Bye. Ciao. Besos.